Hello everyone, welcome to part 43 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7, and we are going to continue working on the product attributes. Okay, so in last video we have seen that we able to show the product attributes in the attributes page itself. Okay, so when we add the product attributes, we are straight away going to show these attributes here. And now in this video we are going to update price and stock attribute, as these both things are going to update from time to time. Okay, these both things can vary from time to time. Both price and stock are such kind of things that admin may increase or decrease. Okay, so you know that price of the t-shirt can increase or decrease, like if the client wants to give some offer on the t-shirt, then he can reduce the price. Okay, and stock also vary from time to time. Stock can reduce, and if the client get more stock of the product, then he can update as well. So both these things, price as well as stock, we require to update from time to time. So we will give here option. We will show both these price and stock in test fields. Okay, in for each loop we are going to show in test fields, and we are going to pick price and stock in array, and we are going to update that array. Okay, and we are going to give one common button here, then that is the update button we are going to give, so that we can update all attributes, prices and stock at the same time. Okay, so let's start working on this thing. And first of all, I'm going to update add attributes blade file. Okay, so let's start. In add attributes blade file, you can see one form is already exist. Okay, that form is this form that we have done for adding product attributes. Now this time we are going to do form for the added product attributes, and that will be called as edit product attributes. Okay, so we are going to do for the edit product attributes form. Okay, we will create the route as well in our next step, but first of all we are going to create the form. So I can create the form here as well, or I can create here as well. I also require one update button in the same way like submit button. Okay, first I will add one update button from here. I'm going to see that how we have done this one. Okay, this one I'm going to copy and will paste inside the div. Here I will see first. Okay, so it seems to be fine. Here I can write update attributes, and here I can write add attributes, so that it will be more clear. Fine, this is for add attributes and this is for update attributes. And update attributes, we know we will only update price and stock. Okay, so now we can after adding this submit button, now we can add that form as well. Now I will just close this one. Okay, and I will add the form here itself. Okay, so I will add form here. Yeah, I can move this one step forward like this. Okay, form name we can give this time edit attribute form. Okay, so we can give edit attribute form, no issue. Attribute form, and here also we can change the form name. Here we can give add attribute form. It is so that both form we come to know that this form belongs to which thing. Okay, now edit attribute form. Okay, so here method is post once again, and here action we are going to change the action to edit this time. URL, okay, sorry, and here admin, and now this time edit attributes like this, and here we are going to give once again that product ID we are already having in product data. This ID we are going to use here as well. Fine. Okay, so this is the edit attribute form. Okay, so now we need to close the form here as well, like this. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. Edit attribute form, add attribute form, and now edit attribute form is ready. Now we just need to create here price and stock. We need to put in test fields so that we can update these as well. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to add here. Okay, so I am going to add input field here. Input type we are going to give hidden, sorry, not hidden, we are going to give number here, because price we always take in number. Okay, so yeah, name we will give price array. Okay, in array we are going to give its name, and now value is we are already having its value, and this one is coming like this, attribute price. Okay, this is the value that we are having, and we are going to add required. Okay, and because this field is we can't left it empty. Okay, so this one we can remove now, and in the same way I just copy paste and will here for stock as well. Okay, so we can do like this for stock as well, we can add, and here the thing that we are going to change stock. Okay, now I am going to refresh and we'll see. Okay, some issue has come up, and I'm going to check what issue exactly is coming here. Use of undefined constant attribute. Okay, so I am going to check where exactly the issue is coming up. Assumed attribute. I am not sure that why issue is coming. I am going to remove this one and we will see. And now it is coming for the stock as well. Okay, so I am going to remove this stock as well, and we'll see that how to rectify the okay, I am going to now put values once again, and we'll see that why the issue is coming up. Okay, so it is coming here outside, it is coming first. We are going to check once again price. It is outside. If price is coming, yeah, it is coming fine, then why not it is going there. Okay, so once again I am going to try inside value. Okay, then it must show. Now it is showing. Okay, so I don't know that where exactly the issue. I have not done anything, I just updated once again. Okay, now we are going to check. So both are coming fine. Okay, so now you can see that both price and stock we filled up in test field, so that we can update any price, anything we can update. Okay, like this. Okay, so we can able to update and click on update attributes. So all the attributes we can update at once. Okay, so one more thing is required. We required this attribute ID as well. We also want to pass this ID to our function, edit attribute function we are going to create to update the attributes. Okay, so that thing also. So one more field, input type hidden field, I'm going to take for getting the attribute ID. Here I am going to take hidden, and name I'm going to take like attribute ID, and this one also in array, and its value, we know that its value is given here. This one I am going to copy and we'll use this value here like this, and I'm going to see now it's fine. Okay, if you want to see, you can see once that it is showing or not. See, it is showing. Okay, so you can see 1 2 3 4, all the 4 attributes are shown up here. Okay, so once again I'm going to make it hidden and see. Okay, so now I want to create the route, this edit attribute route that we have created. Okay, so I want to create the route in web.php file. Okay, so here I am going to create the route here similar to this one. Okay, so I am going to create once again that route, now edit attribute route, and here I am going to take it like edit attribute. Okay, and this one you can just make it post only, because here get is not required, because we are not using any get means we are for view we are not using. Here we have done get and post both, as you know that we want to display this page as well. Okay, and that is happened because of get. Okay, and we want to post data as well, like add attributes. Okay, and that we have done post, but again get of add attributes we are using for edit attribute as well. Okay, and but post, for post we want edit attribute to play our role. Okay, so we can make it post, we not required get here, so you can specify only the required. Okay, like if you require get, then only display here get. If you require post, then only display post. If you require both, yeah, then you can go for both. Okay, now see, now post, now everything seems to be fine. And this function I'm going to create now, edit attribute function in ProductsController. So I am going to create this function after add attributes. I'm going to create edit attributes. Okay, so let me create public function edit attributes, and here I am going to pass request again. Once again, this one request I am going to pass along with the ID. Request $ID. Every time we will pass $ID along with the request. Okay, in request we are getting the price and stock, we already know, and attribute ID as well. Okay, so here we will give post method, because it is post, so we are getting the data in post only. So we will only entertain if the data is coming in post, otherwise it will not going to execute our function. Okay, so is method post, here it will come like this. Fine, and here I am going to give $data equal to $request or. So first of all I am going to display the data is coming fine or not. Okay, after that we are going to update the attributes in our products_attributes table. Okay, so now we are going to check here. I'm going to click on update attributes, and here the attributes are coming. Okay, so now we can able to update the attributes as well, and I'm going to see that see prices are coming, stock are coming. Okay, and so that's fine. Okay, and one more thing I want to see, it is price, stock, and also we require that this one as well, name is attribute ID, and this one also must be gone there. So I'm going to check once again that this hidden variable are going there or not. Okay, there is stock, fine. See, now it is coming up now. Okay, so here we are going to do see. So if we will get that attribute ID in for each loop, then we are going to update both stock and price of products attributes. So I'm going to add the for each loop here. Okay, because we want to update the price and stock of all the attributes at once. Okay, so I'm going to check first of all $data attribute ID is coming up or not. Okay, and I'm going to pick the variable from there, attribute ID here. Okay, and okay, that is fine. Key here I am going to take it like attribute, and here I am going to one condition, if not empty, attribute must not be empty. Now I am going to update in products attribute table model, in fact, where ID of attribute ID must be equal to this one, $data. We are going to take it like this, attribute ID, this one, and key. Okay, because we are going to update the attribute of all. First of all, it will come 0 key. Okay, so I'm going to take $key here. Okay, and then I'm going to update both price and stock. Price I'm going to update $data price, and I am going to mention the key because we want to execute for all prices of all array. We are going to pick. Okay, and after that stock $data stock. Okay, key. Okay, like this. Okay, so now it seems to be fine, and after that I am going to return with the success message. Okay, that I am going to do, but first I am going to check that it will work or not. Let's see. I am going back and will refresh once, and we'll see here. I am going to update first for one small. We'll see. See, undefined index attribute is coming up here because it is showing that attribute ID is not coming up, because if we will take hidden here, then it is not coming up. Okay, so I want to see that why this issue is coming up. Here it must pick attribute ID here. Attribute ID. Okay, if I will take test, then it's going to pick. I'm going to see why this issue is coming. Okay, 1 2 3 4, and if I will pick it like this 1 1 0, then this one is coming up, and then this issue will not come. But we'll see. Okay, so now I will also open our database, because we want to check first in database. You can see the price has been updated from 1000 to 1100, but here one problem is coming that if we will give like this, then it is only going to update. Okay, so if we will give some other option, input style display none, let's see, it's gone away, and update attributes, now it is coming. Okay, only thing I have done here, I have just mentioned style display none, and now it is not coming. I don't know exactly that why it is if I will pick type equal to hidden, then it is not taking this value. Okay, so we have another alternative. Otherwise we need to see that why this error is coming up, but we always have the second alternative if first alternative don't work. Okay, so here we have just done style display none. Okay, so that it will not display attribute ID there, but we are sending this attribute ID to the next page as this is the part of the admin panel. So no need to worry, as the admin is only going to use, no one will do inspect and hack this. Okay, so now we can able to update as well, and after updating we are going to return with this success message in the same way like we have done earlier as well. This is the way, and we are going to display here like this. Okay, so here product attributes has been added successfully. Okay, success message and fine. Okay, attributes has been added successfully. This is the message we can give here. Okay, has been updated, sorry, updated successfully, not added, updated successfully. Okay, product attributes has been updated successfully. Okay, now we are going to check once. Okay, so now you can see here that we are going to update the prices and stock of all the attributes at once. Okay, so let's see. Suppose I'm going to give 500 INR and with 15 stock, then 600 INR with 20 stock, then 700 INR with 25 stock, then 800 INR with 30 stock. Okay, so let's see. I am going to click on update attributes, and here it is coming product attribute has been updated successfully. I am going to see that all the attributes have been updated successfully here. Okay, all the prices and stock of these attributes have been updated successfully. Okay, so we can update the price and stock anytime, and these two things are only required. And if the client added size or SKU by mistake, then in next video we are going to give two options, and one is disable and another one is delete. Okay, if the client want to delete the attribute, then he can able to delete that and can add new one. But if the client want to temporarily disable the attribute, that thing also he can do from here. If he will disable that attribute, then that attribute will not be visible at front end. Okay, so that thing also we are going to do in next video. Both these two things, disable and delete of the product attributes, we are going to do in next video. Okay, and after that we will just play with the product images. We want to add the means many images of one product. Okay, so we will add that provision, and after that we will start working on the front end. Okay, then we will go side by side, like we will update front end as well as admin. Okay, so both the things we will do vice versa. Okay, so stay tuned for that, and if you have any queries, you can surely contact me in video description. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.